spend their life at church. They made some money out of paper. What you think it's worth? If we the ones that give it value, what you think you worth? Gave us certificates.
You know, I'm just driving and I'm thinking about how the good news is the most selfish news, right? The good news of Jesus Christ. So you believe that an innocent man, you champion the fact that somebody that you believe who was perfect, who was innocent, deserves to be put to death for your sin, for your wrongdoing. But if it was anybody else, think about how many believers, Christians, go out and they protest against police brutality. It shouldn't be no believers, no Christians protesting against police brutality. It shouldn't be no Christians going up to the Planned Parenthood facilities protesting against the killing of infants and trying to get women to prevent women from having abortions. Why are you doing that? Because when you do that, you go against Christ. You being antichrist due to the fact that you champion Jesus getting put to death for your sin. It was only good for you. It wasn't good for him because he didn't want to go through. He didn't want to go to the cross. He didn't want to be put to death. He was put to death against his own will, right? So it's only beneficial for you. The good news is the most selfish news, because in any other scenario, you would not protest, you will not champion, rather, an innocent person being put to death. In any case, you will be protesting against that. So why are you not protesting on the behalf of Christ, who was innocent? Now let's talk about police brutality and, you know, the Mike Browns and the Trayvon Martins, the Eric Garners and all of that, right? Now, you will protest against that, but they're not even innocent. Well, we would say they may have been innocent due to the fact that they didn't do anything to deserve to be killed, right? But you believe in a person who never sinned in their life, never did anything wrong. Jesus Christ never had an impure thought. He was sinless. And you champion the fact that he was put to death on your behalf. But you wouldn't do that in any other scenario. Think about that. That should be, you should never be protesting on the behalf of any innocent person that was put to death, because you champion the fact that Jesus was put to death on your behalf. So every time you do that, that's antichrist. You're going against your own Christ. When you do in other scenarios what you would normally do on the behalf of Jesus, you being a hypocrite. Because you don't believe that babies should be put to death. Well, you know, Christians will say that babies was born into sin or whatever, but you don't believe. You will protest against the fact at the abortion clinics, you would try to prevent that. You would try to prevent the mothers from aborting the babies because you don't believe that that's right. That's not a righteous thing to do. But when Peter tried to prevent Jesus from dying on our behalf, you would say that's the devil, because that's what Jesus said. Make it make sense.
They made the biggest prison system out to be religion, but the principles be the same. It's just the teacher different. Get you a license just to drive so you won't get